2 months after the Kenyatta Odinga handshake that ostensibly pacified the nation after a protracted electioneering period last year, characterized by vicious political and ethnic acrimony, the advisory panel named to steer the Building the Bridges initiative gets down to business from tomorrow.
And we say that the divide ends here, beginning the process of building the bridge that binds Kenya together.
Sources disclose that the 14-member team will convene tomorrow in Nairobi for its first meeting for a bonding and familiarization session. The meeting, under the co-chairmanship of Joint Secretaries Martin Kimani and Paul Mwangi, will also be used to outline the advisory panel's terms of appointment, as well as laying the ground for steering the 9-point agenda at the heart of the Building the Bridges initiative. The panel, comprising of 4 members of parliament, senior clerics, scholars and elders, will advise Kenyatta and Odinga on how to resolve long-standing national challenges that recur every 5 years when Kenyans head to the ballot, triggering national anxiety, ethnic antagonism and competition, lack of national ethos, inclusivity, strengthening devolution, divisive and polarizing elections, safety and security, fighting corruption, sharing national prosperity as well as responsibilities and rights are the 9 key issues on the panel's entry.
That we will begin a process of discussing what ails us and what creates division amongst us.
But even as the 14-member team formally takes up its role tomorrow, murmurs of disaffection from within the rank and file of Jubilee and NASA are growing daily, with the 2022 succession politics clouding the handshake. Odinga, while meeting ODM top officials in Nakuru County yesterday, warned that the 2022 polls would be messy and violent if changes envisaged in the handshake deal are not effected. These changes, he says, will entail amendments to the Constitution and other laws. He has repeatedly pushed for a shift from the presidential system of government to a parliamentary model of governance, as well as creation of a 3-tier devolution system that will have 47 county governments, 14 regional units, and the national government.
7.5 years ago, we gave to ourselves a new constitution. We must be courageous enough to admit that it has not worked. It has failed because we are yet to upgrade our software. We have been pouring new wine into old wineskins.
Odinga's push for constitutional amendments has been met with opposition from Deputy President William Ruto and some Jubilee leaders.
If somebody is a bad workman, he will try and blame, it's the Constitution which has a problem, or it is the county government which is the problem, or it is the county assembly which is the problem, or it is the this or that, because he's a bad workman.
The advisory board is scheduled to proceed on a 3-day retreat next week to, among other things, agree on a work plan for the National Dialogue Initiative, as well as a list of resource persons who will be co-opted as consultants on the 9 key issues. Francis Gashuri, JKL.